So JP's data download has dropped, which includes the brand new World Tournament EZAs and the awakening for the Tech Mecha Frieza. So we got the EZA for the STR Tien, Future Gohan, Bojack, and the EZA for LR Mercenary Tao. DB Saga is about to just get even better this World Tournament. Thank God, I'm waiting for this guy because he's actually a very good leader. Of course, we have the Hit and Guard Goku coming out tomorrow, and we've already gone through their details. So we're just going to cover the World Tournament stuff. Hopefully we find some gold mine. Hopefully this batch is really good. Super excited for the Bojack. So we're going to start off with the Mecha Frieza here. He's an extreme tech leader for 3 key and 90% stat boost. He's just a TUR, this guy. 3 key and attack defense 180% up. Attack plus 60% up and 30% defense for all allies in the Revenge or Deadliest Clan category. That's a very good support. When attacking, attack defense 120% up. When you have an ally in the Revenge or Wicked Bloodline category who's participating in attack in addition to you, attack defense 120% up with an additional super attack activated when attacking with a 12 key or higher, 60% chance to crit and 30% damage reduction. He has a 1-turn attack greatly raised and a defense raise, looks like infinitely as well, and supreme damage to enemy and lowering attack. We got a new unit, which means it is a new animation, so let's have a check and see if they've updated it. Yes, it has definitely been updated. Oh, that's clean. That is clean. Weirdly enough, he does not even link up with any King Colds or the Mecha Frieza and King Cold. It's always found that pretty funny because obviously, you know, they're right next to each other. So like, come on. But yeah, he actually looks pretty decent. And then of course, once we get the EZA down the line, it will be even better. I think this is probably the most defensive Wicked Bloodline free-to-play unit we have. Not counting the Redstone, Golden Freeze, or anything like that. So I'll take it. We'll take it. Next up, we have the EZA Tien. This guy was never used for me personally. I do have him in the box. I did pull him, but he was only good for that 1 turn. And then he just like was mid, and then like no event was like that anyway. So he got a 3 key STR leader, I think, for 100% stat boost. 2 key and attack defense 200% up. When there's only 1 enemy, defense 250% up and damage reduction rate 30%. So we're already off to a good start here. This is good. Until you attack with 12 key or higher during that turn, a 30% damage reduction rate. So that's nice. 60% damage reduction versus 1 enemy in the first slot though. So it's until you attack. When attacking with 12 key or higher, attack plus 250% up. High chance of a critical activating and stuns the enemy for 2 turns. That's great. That is a guaranteed stun. Interesting. And then if the enemy is in either lower attack, defense down, or stunned, attack plus 1,048% and guaranteed to activate a critical hit. This is huge. He's not turn restriction, I think. I think the old one was turn restricted. I'm pretty sure. Like, there was like 1 turn that was really good. This looks really good. What the hell? They really revamped this guy to be insane. So you get 60% damage reduction. I wonder how high his defense is going to be for him to be like a solid first slot unit. And then he stuns, and then he gets 1,048. That's crazy. He has a 1-turn defense increase, and then a supreme damage and greatly lowering attack and defense as well. Dude, he looks pretty good. Especially when we're just getting more DB Saga buffs. This is awesome. Next up is the Int Future Gohan. He's an Int leader for 3 key and 120% stat boost. Attack defense 200% up. When attacking with key meter of 12 or higher, attack defense 120% up. When there is a future or android enemy, 2 key, attack defense 120% up, stunning the enemy with a high chance. So you're still restricted in versing specific, but now it is a Future Saga as well, not just androids. I believe that part wasn't in the previous version. When your team has future category allies, 2 key and damage reduction and I think critical rate 20% up. Attack plus 120% up when attacking with key 12 or higher. Alright. When a character with Trunks in his name is on the team, it looks like just on the team, not on the rotation. 2 key and critical rate and damage reduction rate of 30% up. Defense 120% up when attacking with 12 key or higher. So he's got some pretty good damage reduction as well. This guy looks really good, and it's not really... I mean, it's nice to get the 120% attack and defense, but I think he can work outside of that. He has a greatly raised attack and defense with a 1-turn raise defense, and supreme damage to enemy. So, yeah, I mean, good SA effects. This doesn't look like too bad of a batch. There hasn't been anything that looks horrible. Oh, of course, I would rather have guard than 60% damage reduction, but, well, whatever. The only unfortunate part about Future Gohan is that the Future Saga is just not a good category right now. And then the Future Saga and Android enemies, there's not too many crazy fights for that. Next up is Bojack. So he's the physical leader for 3 key and 120% stat boost. He has the 3 key and attack defense 170% up. The more HP you have left, the more attack you'll get, up to 200%. So you want to be as high HP as possible. When attacking, attack defense 100% up and disables enemies' guards. I think this reads as for each space traveling warrior category ally or extreme ally, you get attack defense 40% up and 3%. I don't even... Great translation. 3% for all allies except yourself. I don't know what that's going to be. And then when the entire team is in space traveling warriors or extreme, guaranteed to crit guards against all attacks and 2 key for all allies except yourself. And 30% attack and defense. So you still got the guard. I think the restrictions are a lot easier, I believe, because now it just includes extreme and not just space traveling warriors, which is very, very good. Seems like he's lacking defense, though. Just something that I've kind of maybe noticed. Depends on how much this actually provides. Then we got a 1-turn attack and defense raise greatly. Supreme damage to enemy and significantly reduces defense. And for 2 turns, extreme class allies defense 30% up. That's cracked SA. Too bad he's probably not a first slot unit. So he's only providing the 3rd slot unit that defense. I mean, it gives him defense as well. And it's a 2-turn buff. So that's not bad. If it's a 2-turn buff, it's not bad. It doesn't have to be the first slot unit. So yeah, I'm liking this guy. Of course, he has great link sets as well. So super happy with how they've done it. Would definitely have to test it out if I'm considering him top 10 though. And then we have the Mercenary Tao. He is DB Saga leader for 4 key and 150% stat boost. We love that. We love that, especially with the Kid Goku buff as well. The DB Saga can actually work really well. If he's a first slot unit, which is something that they really lack, really lack, then it is beautiful because you can run this guy and then we can risk it with DKP rotation. 2 key per orb obtained. For each orb obtained, attack... I forgot he's a Manuka, isn't he? Attack is 56% and defense 48%. When grabbing 3 or more key spheres, attack plus 75% and defense 64% on attack. So yeah, he's definitely not a first line unit. When attacking with a key meter of 10 or higher, 108% attack boost. When you are attacked with a key meter of 10 or higher, defense 108%. When HP is 50% or more, defense 100% up. Damage reduction rate. Hold up! With another orbs, with damage reduction. Until you attack 3 times during the... So, during the battle. So, for 3 attacks, you have 40% damage reduction. Okay. After you have been attacked 3 or more times during the battle, you must have 50% HP or less at the start of the turn to participate in your attack. 50% damage reduction rate. And then randomly changes orbs 1 type to STR. So, the 1 time only. After you've taken 3 or more, and then you've lowered... So it becomes somewhat defensive once you are dropped underneath 50% HP. When active skill is activated, temporarily increases attack by 444% and guarantees the crit. I don't think the active skill has changed at all. He's got the stun for 1 turn, and then you can activate it for after being attacked more than 3 times, or can be activated when the HP is 50% or less 1 time only. 12 key is a 1-turn attack and defense greatly raised, and then a great chance of performing a critical hit with the 12 key. Then the 18 key is essentially the same thing, I think. So, of course, getting 2 supers is guaranteed. This man does not need crit at all. At freaking all. Interesting character. I wonder how high the new king can possibly be. But that's pretty much it for the data download for the new characters. If you want to check out the hits and God Goku, I posted that in my last video. But with that said, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Let me know who you are most excited for. Are you grinding the World Tournament as well? Definitely will try to do my best, or at least try to get 30 million. But yeah, until the next one, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace.